my lovelies, and welcome to another video on my channel. Thank you very much for watching today, as always. This video is going to be a soak off. I had a couple of questions about how easy it is to soak off Born Pretty gel polishes, and I honestly didn't know. So we've been doing a little experiment. I've had these nails or this polish on for 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks. We're on day 13, but I'm not going to get a chance to do this tomorrow, so we are on day 13. So I've worn them for almost a couple of weeks now, which is pretty standard for me for my manis. And we are now going to come in and soak off. So I'm just starting with a 180 grit file because basically I wanted to get through the top coat, because top coat has one job in life, just one job, which is to protect your mani. So I'm just going in and just breaking the seal on that top coat. I've also got some foils, nail foils, that's sitting on top of the gel polish as well, which I'm just sort of scratching those up a little bit as well so that they don't really impact the soak off that much. So I went with these two different colors because these are both from different series in the Born Pretty range. So the orange is from the Black Gold series, and that is number 29, and that lovely royal blue, I just love this color, is from the Trubuty range, and it is number 41. To be honest, I'm not actually sure what the difference between the two ranges is. I mean, the bottles vary, but other than that, they both apply very similarly, and as you'll see, they remove very similarly. So basically it just comes down to preference if you have one for the color more than anything. So I'm just coming in with my 180 and doing that. I think what I'll probably end up doing is I'll just pop some music on because it's quite repetitive doing this. You'll just see me doing the same thing each time. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going in and I'm removing that top layer, or breaking the seal on that top coat at least. And then I'm going to wrap my nails in, that solution is the NSI Soak Off solution. That's not the bottle it comes in. I've just transferred it into a little pump bottle, but it is the soak off solution in there. And then I've just got my little foils there, which you can see, and I'm going to use some cotton wool balls as well, just because these foils I got off eBay, my goodness, years ago now. Couldn't even tell you where I got them from, and to be honest, they're not that great. The little pads on them are not that thick, so I put in a bit of extra cotton wool balls as well, as you'll see here. I do apologize, you will see me fumbling and bumbling a bit in this video. I don't generally soak off. I remove my manis with an e-file. So what I do is I put a slightly thicker base coat down. I use the rubber base coat and I apply a slightly thicker layer than normal, not super thick, but just slightly thicker. And so that means that I can file down to that base layer. So that's what I normally do. So I do apologize when you see me fumbling and bumbling a little bit here. But the process is basically the same. I'm just out of practice. So my apologies in advance for that. So when you see me pop off camera, basically what I'm doing is I am setting a timer for 10 minutes. So obviously I didn't want to record that and you just see me just sort of sitting there waiting for 10 minutes. So when you see that, you can, unfortunately I can't show you my timer because my camera is actually, is my phone. I use my phone camera. So I do actually I set the timer for 10 minutes. So each time I take a break, you will see is 10 minutes. So all up, this takes me 30 minutes. 35, I think there was one finger that was really quite stubborn. So I just soaked that extra one finger for an extra 5 minutes. So most of them took half an hour to soak off. My thumb, you will see, I just basically gave up on. My thumb is a really odd shape and I wasn't able to get the foil to sit properly so that it sort of sat flat enough against the nail. And so really that solution just wasn't getting to soak it off at all. So you'll see me initially, I do start to try, and then you'll see me about 3/4 of the way through the video. I just leave it because it's just not going to happen. But that's just because I have a very strange shaped thumb. I don't know why. My other one's exactly the same. It's just gives me a little bit of grief sometimes. Makes it tricky to do your nails as well. Certainly shape your nails because they never really look quite right. But anyway, that is an aside. So yes, just ignore the thumb. I do show you doing it because I was planning on doing it. And then of course I realized that with my odd shape, that really wasn't going to happen. So yes, so that one I do end up filing off, but all the rest came off okay. I honestly can't give you a comparison to other gel polishes because, as I said, I don't generally soak off. So I don't know whether that seems particularly long or short to you or about average, but it seemed to go fine to me. I just use my file, as you'll see, and then soak them off for a while, and then I get my file to them again just to sort of loosen up what's left. So I do actually use a different file for that though, because I did find, you know, as you do when you soak off, the bits of polish that are coming off do tend to clog up your file. So you will see me drag out an old file for that, and that is the reason for that. But otherwise, I think, yeah, I can't think of anything else. I think it's just pretty standard. I'll just show you what I do, and I might put some music on so you don't have to listen to my coldy voice anymore. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope that this answers your question for those that were keen to know how this soaks off, and I hope you are all well, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. you.